No.
Welcome to this week's edition of Creators Unstuck. Lucky for you, this week Marilou is back, so you don't have to suffer through another long drawn-out dissertation from Doc Rockhead about one of the 6 subjects he's well versed in, according to him. We don't want to keep you waiting, so without further Mountain Dew, here is that big bald guy and Lou, the smart one.
Hey, Lou.
That's hilarious.
But wait, there's more.
Doc and Lou are here to answer your questions. Feel free to drop your questions in the comment section below.
There's more.
To better assist you, we ask that you please put a Q colon in front of your question so we can see it. Paul is watching, so play nice in the comments. Mahalo, please put a Q colon in front of your question so we can see it.
How come I hear somebody slapping back?
That's what I'm trying to look. I don't have it open. I just have the chat.
Yo. Somebody got their browser open. Anyway, what's cracking, people? We are here. Here,
Hey, friends.
Let me try the Paul thing again, see what happens.
Doc and Lou are here to answer your questions. Feel free to drop your questions in the comment section below. To better assist you, we ask that you please put a Q colon in front of your question so we can see it. Paul is watching, so play nice in the comments. Mahalo.
That was a horrible mahalo. Jesus Christ, Artlist, your mahalo sucks. I'm going to have to record the mahalo from Mel because at least Mel's from here. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mel? Aloha, brother. Gang, we are here. We're back. We're here to do that thing. Yeah. So, like Tom, I have Artlist subscription too. So, the voiceover feature in Artlist is quite incredible, and it works a treat. It works an absolute treat. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, gang, so we're here, we're back, and we're gonna do that thing. I'm sorry, I just muted Paul because he's over there like I don't know, making margaritas in the background. What's cracking, Lou?
Everything's cracking, but in a good way. I mean, like, really think about cracking. I was like, my knee cracked a little bit today. I was like, oh, okay, here she is.
Girl, please, you do not want that. You do not want that. My knees are both jacked, as you well know, and once it starts to cracking is the beginning, and then it slowly goes horrible after that. So just be careful. Be careful.
It's been like, I've had cracking forever, and I've like dislocated my knees. It's like, historically, my family's got bad knees, so I've always tried to just like really strengthen it, like knowing this is coming, just knowing it's coming. So preventing as much as possible.
It's a thing. It's horrible. And we got, hey, everybody, we got to say hello to Retro Philosophy Show in the building. It says first time watching. We got a brand new one. Yay. Wait, why my button don't work? Oh, you know why? I did this. There we go.
I put that one on my Roadcaster too.
Now he got it. Now we got it. Now we got the button functioning properly. Anyway, so we're going to get into it. We got some catching up to do. We were missing for a second. There you go. And James is here. James is here. So, first of all, where was we leaving off? We were supposed to do run a show. That's where we're at this moment in time in the party. So... AG said Paul is making the Methuselah Geritol cocktail. Oh, that's super funny. That's old school. That's old school. Anyway, so we're going to get in and get our run the show going. And guess what I got, Lou? I can open this and make noise in the background while you're doing this. So I got this box right here. And inside this box, ooh, that's loud. Man, I just cleaned my whole office. I'm about to throw boxes on the ground again.
It happens every time. As soon as you're like, clear space. Nope. Look at that.
It's a magical keyboard. And the reason why I have a magical keyboard is the other box that I can't reach right now has the new iPad in it, which I will be setting up because I got a flight to catch. Never install a new iPad right before you got to fly. It's probably
like today?
No, it's on it's Monday. But the old one is 2 terabytes, so I got a lot of stuff to move. Anyway, let me get the notion popping. So I had wrote down some things that might be sort of crucial to a runner show, but I'm curious from the Louverse what you think is crucial for the run of show.
For a run of show, I always like keeping. It's like how I used to write essays, and there'd be an intro, point 1, point 2, point 3, conclusion. That's like my basic run of show for everything, and then it gets like massaged depend on like specificity. But that's the basics that I've done like since middle school.
I like that.
Introduction,
idea.
A, B,
hit the
C,
intro. Yeah.
and we're
So,
out.
I mean, pretty much literally exactly like school. So I'll show you what I wrote, and then we could carry on from here. I just realized something dumb. I should probably invite Lou to the list so that you can poke away at it, because you're a much better typer than me. We're going to pop over to Notion real quick. And so I wrote in, these are just basics, what you should think about. You do not have to do them all. And when you fix your scenes, you fix everything except the Notion scene, then you look like a dork. Anyway, when you go to do something like this, you have your hook, right? Then you got your bumper, your intro. These can be one and the same. They can be mixed together, whatever. On podcasts, normally you got a pretty fancy dancy intro. However, on YouTube, intros, not really a thing. Since we're going to do the podcast as a YouTube video, you want the intro to be really tight. You do not want a full doom doom bum dum down 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 doom 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 down down boo doo 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 doo.
You know, I've been really into now for like intro is just like as quick as, you know, just like the bars and tone. Like I've just been like so like I get in these moods where I just like love bars and tone and the like static. Yes. It's just like, it's like, hi, we're doing this thing today. Beep. All right, here we go.
Yes,
like,
bars and tones is good. So for those unfamiliar, bars and tones would be your NTSC bars, you know, the red blah, 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 that you see at the beginning of a film. AG say, love some Law and Order. And then the tone is just the 1 kilohertz tone. And that's designed
we don't want doot doot. We just want one doot.
You can check your level. Yes. Okay. So then, there you go, bars and tone. So this would be your opening is something like I did today. Welcome to Creators Uncut. I'm Doc Rock. Marilou. We came here unstuck. We came here to help you get unstuck. You got to do it like we're here to pump you up. So accent smash kind of thing. All right. So a teaser, people, is something like, here at Creators Unstuck, today we're going to be talking about why it's important to have a moderator and why your moderator should be properly air conditioned. So that would be...
Makes a difference.
Now, so you kind of like let them know. And then the audience section would kind of be like, we're going to do a quick audience reminder. Now, if you're recording live, as we will probably do, because of the replay capabilities, I don't suggest that you immediately start out with the full as people in the hall, let's roll call. Experience Unlimited, y'all. Only people from DC know that. You wouldn't want to like go through the whole thing, but you do want to talk to the people at home real quick, right? Now Yolanda shows up. See, she would have got that references because she's from Baltimore, which is close enough to DC to understand the go-go. People in the hall, it's roll call. Anyway, so you're going to say, this show is designed for creators who are growing their audiences, expanding their profiles, creating podcasts, doing YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Like, you're just going to explain that in a tight-ish manner. You kind of want to keep it very, 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 very similar. So that way, and actually, let's say this again. If we're going to do the hook, the bumper, the opening, and the teaser, like, you kind of want to get all of that in like the first 30 seconds for the simple reason
like that's a lot.
That's a lot. And again, these can be blended. Those are just terminologies that we do. So backing it up, a hook. Where was our list of topics? Let me. I should put this in the same Notion.
Yeah, I wonder why it was in a new one.
I don't know. I'm stupid. Let me highlight.
We can do it. We can fix it.
Let me highlight that, and then let me blank. Where's my word copy? Oh, you know what? I mismoused it.
Podcast to be named.
Copy, and then
I missed you guys. I was in the chat on Tuesday, but I was with you. But Doc definitely like spoke some sense into us, as he does, right? He yells at us until we're like, okay, all right, yes.
what? Yeah, man, why is it not there? Where the heck? Oh, because that's in the private section. I don't want to be there.
Oh, why did it do that? See, I'm new to Notion. I didn't realize it like makes a whole new page.
There we go. I got it. Oh yeah, everything is a page. So I had to scroll down here, and then let's go and paste that in there, and then we can go from here. Who's making the junk noise? What was that?
Where's Paul? He's watching. Paul is watching.
This Paul. Okay, so let's say
that's the next mugs we need for Mr. Moderator.
Paul is watching.
Paul is watching.
All right, so let's go to one of these guys. Let's say we want to talk about eyes up for opportunity, right? Let's just use this topic. So
I like that.
In this run of show, you're gonna be like, have you ever been in a situation where the opportunity just came to you, but for whatever reason you didn't catch it, you didn't see it, and you kind of missed that opportunity? We're here to make sure that you never have that problem again. Welcome to Creators Unstuck. I'm Doc Rock, and then, Marilou going to say I'm Marilou. And like today, we're going to be talking about how to find those opportunities and how to be ready for them when you least expect it, right? Boom. That's everything. That was the hook. That was the opener and the teaser, and the bumper would be Creators Unstuck. All right. So
that goes up to teaser, right?
Yeah, that's all the way down. That just covered all of those kind of one thing. And that's what I mean by they can be as simple as that. You watch many shows, you watch many YouTube videos where those are kind of the thing, right? The hook is to make them stop scrolling, right? The bumper / intro, same thing, is just the Creators Unstuck. And then the opening is welcome to. The teaser is today we're going to talk about. And then the audience is this podcast is intended for anybody who's a content creator who is, XYZ said blah, 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 right? You're going to identify your audience so that someone watching for the first time, like the retro philosophy show, knows that they're in the right spot. You know what I mean? That way they'll be like, oh, yeah, this me. He talking to me. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? I don't see nobody else here. Are you talking to me? Sorry, that Robert De Niro was horrible. I'm not a taxi driver. Anyway, so that's basically all that is. That's like getting it. That's like getting it going. It gets the people going. Sorry. Do not reference Kanye and Jay-Z in the middle of this show.
No, not today.
Ollie,
but you can do our wop, 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 wop.
Oh. Wop, 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 wop. Ollie, Notion is actually easy as crap. It's funny because anything, here's the thing that happens to all the time. Anything that doesn't have that like super rigid structure really does freak people out who are used to having boxes to fill in and whatever. Notion is a blank canvas, so you can do whatever. I mean, you can literally do whatever. And I think that's what makes it difficult for people. But the thing about knowing that you can do whatever is you don't have to do whatever. You can just do what you need to do. Because again, sometimes a steak just needs salt and pepper, right? You get a 21-day dry aged, like cooked to perfection, you don't need no sauce. You just come in there. Somebody asked yesterday, what is A1 sauce? But they weren't from here. Anyway, so now we're going to hit the question of the day. All right. So this is going to be a real question of the day for you guys. So here's a question of the day. Let's think.
Is there an opportunity that you've missed?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You weren't looking.
Is there an opportunity that you missed when you weren't looking? And I guess the second part of that is, how did you react to that? Like, what was your comeback? Because, you know, my thing is success lives between the stimulus and the reaction, right? Stimulus is, I'm hungry. Reaction is, eat a pint of ice cream. Horrible outcome. Delicious, horrible outcome. The stimulus is, I'm hungry. The reaction is, eat a well-balanced something with proper nutrients and whatever. I don't know what that is. Look at me, I'm fat. You know, whatever. And then the outcome, extremely positive, right? So I think what a lot of people don't understand is success and failure literally is what happens between the stimulus and the reaction. Like, what is the reaction? So between the stimulus and the outcome, there's a reaction. Whatever happens in that reaction is the success piece. And I try to keep that gangster in my head 24/7. Kevin said A1 is trash. I kind of agree with you, Kevin. Like, if you cook your steak right, you don't need no. Why do we sell steak sauce? Because we've been selling people BS steaks.
Oh,
You know
I
what
love
they-
it on French fries. I
That's
I
different.
love A1 with a little bit of
That's
ketchup.
potato
Like,
sauce.
mix it together. Yes, it's a potato sauce. They could call it A1 potato sauce. That's fine for me.
Dude, A1 and mayonnaise, though, is really good for French fries. If you have
Ooh, I
the good
haven't tried that.
Japanese
I haven't tried
mayonnaise,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a whole different thing. What up, BJ? Good to see you here, fam. Yeah, so someone says, hey, man, you suck. And your reaction is nothing and just keep going because their opinion doesn't matter to you. That's a successful outcome. If your reaction is turn around and whop him in the back of the head like Timothy Ware in the U.S. game, then we end up losing to a Van Halen song. USA lost to Panama. I was super pissed. Anyway, so as we're working through this question, right, Marilou and I will be explaining our opportunities. So, yeah, go ahead. Man, listen, don't say that. Don't say that over here. 俺がもう本当に日本人なんですけども、そしてまあ、A1 ソースと寿司が全然ダメじゃね。Like, I'm a full-ass Blackanese. Don't put A1 on your sushi. What was the opportunity that you missed? And actually, you know why I put that topic there, right?
Why?
Because I was so like over the moon and impressed by the nature of NAB popped up. And I was like, yo, Lou, this is an opportunity. We're going to go do this and this. Yes. I'm like, let me shut up, finish my sentence. Damn, you like, nah, bitch, we going. I'm like, cool. Some people would have been like, oh, I don't know. I don't think, oh, but then I have to. And then who's going to babysit my cat? And, you know, there would have been a lot of machinations or whatever. And I'm in the middle of my sentence. You're like, yes, bitch, yes. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Right. And I appreciated that. And also when the shore opportunity came up, I was like, Lou, LD said I could bring another. Yes, we're going. Let's go. I want to go to Second City anyway. I'm like, yes. So the fact that your mindset is already ready for the opportunity to come upon thee, that means when the opportunity comes, you can just take it, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would be like, oh, I don't know if I said, hey, do you want to be on my show next week? We're going to do this, this, and this. Some people be like, oh, I got to get my camera right on my studio, my light. And I'm like, you can't win if you ain't never ready to get off the bench, son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I had like a dance teacher. She's always like echoing in my head. And like, I'm so proud of her because now she's like doing TV and movie and stuff like that. And I was like, yes, she did it. But she would always say, you have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And staying ready isn't like have the camera, the lights and all of that. It's just like, to me, it's like emotionally stay ready and open for the opportunities. Now, if we're talking about opportunities that were missed, in my early 20s, like very fear driven before I was able to untangle other people's opinions out of my head. So definitely opportunities would come up and they're like, come to this audition. And I was like, okay, I will. And then I don't, or I missed the deadline because I wasn't paying attention, which I know was really a fear-based reaction. And then I would like, it was an actual legit audition that was actually a legitimate like job on TV. Where I was like, no, this is a student film. This is independent. This isn't a thing. So my missed opportunities have taught me now to just say yes. Because like It's our like after doing improv, right? So we're talking about Second City. I think everybody should do improv if you have access to it. Even if you like, there was a workshop with Ecamm that was with an improv guy recently.
Yep.
But once you start getting yes and in your head, but while also healing yourself enough where you trust your intuition, because you don't need to be saying yes to dangerous things. You need to trust yourself and your intuition, but be open to hearing things and open to considering things. So like when Doc calls me up and he's like, here's an opportunity. I'm like, yeah. And let's get a house. And let's get Eden.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
I'm having way too much fun.
You are having fun.
They should not have gave me that joint.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
It sounds like Kat is talking to us.
Yeah,
Yo, one of them sounds exactly like Neil. I forgot which one. I was messing with it yesterday. There may have been plants involved, and I completely forgot. I was like, I got to keep this one because it sounds like Neil. All right, so that's a good one. Oh yeah, I should say my opportunity. This is really funny, and I didn't know, so I'm gonna take the excuse of I didn't know. But I used to work in a nightclub here, and one of the things that happens as DJ, people always be coming up to you, asking to play their demo or play their song in the club. I never heard this song. Like, how am I going to trust that it's good? I don't have a place to listen to it in the middle of the DJ booth. Like, I don't have a listening room where I can give it some thought. Give it to me a couple of days in advance, maybe. But just spring it on me. Plus, I'm probably halfway lit and, probably like, just have the crowd is bumping. I'm going to all of a sudden play your song and ruin my dance floor. Anyway, so this dude comes up and he's like, hey, man, like I've been working on these rhymes and stuff. I want you to let me get some rhymes on the mic. And I was like, man, shut up and get out of here. I don't come to your job and ask you to flip burgers and do it.
Is this in Hawaii?
Yeah, this is in Hawaii.
Okay.
So dude was pissed. And I didn't think nothing of it. About 2 years later, bro, this guy is now a very famous musician. And the record label is flying him through Hawaii, coming from Japan tour. And they're going to do a private concert for our listeners. I'm Dylon. Spit hot fire. Dylon. Anyway. And everybody at the station is invited. All of our listeners, we are able to bring like 200 people. There was a private show at the Hilton. It was just gorgeous setup. Everybody's invited except me because Mace was still pissed off at me because I spent time in HAWAII. I was the one that told him to F off.
Yeah, but then there's also the balance on that because like he came to you unprepared, right? So like people expect you to know who they are. So I give you that one.
It's just funny that 2 years later and millions of dollars later, dude's still mad at me. If anything, he should have me sit in front row and be like, "See, I told you." But it was just funny. I was the only one at the station moving sliders while everybody was having fun at this concert.
Oh.
Because, you know how I be sometimes. Make it the hell away from me. I'll knock you out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm curious, like, folks, y'all fess up, like, answer up in the chat. Like, have you missed any chats? Top 5 best rapper, Dylon, and Uncle Paulie. Such an inside joke. It's so
AG.
good. Yes, tell us about your missed opportunities. When did you ever just have one that you missed? Now, funny enough, and I think we can blame Rob. Maybe it was Rob. We were talking about this. Me and Jimmy and Rob, we were talking about this right before I got hired at Ecamm. I was in the sort of running for a position at TubeBuddy, and Rob was putting in the good work for me. And then the Ecamm thing came up, and then so it was time to like maybe go a little further with the TubeBuddy situation. And I was like, I'm gonna do the Ecamm thing. And I was like, oh, I didn't know if I made the right choice. Unfortunately for y'all, I made this choice. But yeah, that would have been weird. And then it's funny because TubeBuddy got sold and they went through a bunch of BS after that. And yeah, I'm still friends with the CEO. He's such a normal human being. He's no longer with them. But yeah, just the craziness of how these things go down, right? All right, so
missed opportunities sometimes are still opportunities.
100%. 100%.
Right?
It's knowing how to, again, how to recover, how to get back, and how to be on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Luis says, I felt that I've missed some opportunities due to not being assertive enough. I'm changing that. Man, listen, people in the chat, let me tell you about Luis Camera Junkie Vega over here. A little bit of Monica in my life. Not that Louis Vega, wrong, different. I think that Louis spells it different. You know that? Remember that? Yeah,
I remember that. I feel like my
Louis
name is
Vega.
in that song.
We had an opportunity to go to words for Chase said, I miss many, Lord forgive me. We were going to POV, people of video, and then Luis like, I'm gonna figure out how to get there. So Luis is doing his live stream and kind of, just enjoying his life, whatever. And then one of the viewers came through and was like, yo, let me donate to your Get Into Albany fund. And Luis was like, I'm coming. And I was like, what? What do you mean I'm coming? He goes, I'm driving up from Miami to Albany, New York. I don't know if you guys understand that, but if you're looking at a map, right? Florida is the USA's dingling. Like, it's down here. And he's all the way at the circumcised hole. And then Albany is all the way to hell at the top. That boy drove clean up the map just to come to POV. But because he did, basically to hang out with Diana and myself, he set that intention. And we talked about this when we were talking about your coming to NAB and meeting, the people you meet and being able to get the short stuff. It was about setting an intention and then doing things to get there. A lot of people set intentions, right? You know what they say, best laid intentions. But the steps it takes to actually physically do things to migrate towards that, that's where a lot of people get lost. Oh boy, set the intention, talked about it on the stream. Secret Squirrel donor came in and was like, let me give you some cake. And then he goes, I got the opportunity to come up. Now all I need to do is get room and board. And I was like, Mary, sweet mother of Jesus, here's a funny situation. I'm not bringing the fam because they got something to do. Like a deal came up or escrow popped up or whatever. So we were going to come and we was going to bring Baba and Small. But she went into escrow, so she got to stay here and, sell them bricks. So I was like, dude, I got the king suite, the big ass, like bedroom, living room, little kitchen, all to my lonely. Welcome. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah, but I'm going to bring my son. I was like, I don't care. I'm Puerto Rican. We used to all living in the same house. You Puerto Rican, I'm Puerto Rican. We about 5 Puerto Ricans short. And he goes, well, nephew counts as one too. All right, well, it's 3 of us. We still about 8 Puerto Ricans short, So Luis got his thing. He packed up nephew. He got in the whip and he drove up the coast. And Luis and Diana, myself, Katie, like Gigi, who else was there? Sammy, Rob Vols. Like, we all just got together. We all got to meet Luis. Because he came up, when Katie was like, yo, we're about to do a bunch of things in Ecamm and we're going to have to make a whole bunch of videos and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot for you to handle. I go, it turns out Luis wants to start editing and, yo, the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be where you at. You know what I'm saying? Johnny says, I have missed so many opportunities. I felt like I was playing Fruit Ninja. I always say Fruit Ninja. Why my brain can't put those 2 words together, I don't know.
You know what I love about this kind of visual, though, with the Fruit Ninja thing, is at least you're playing the game.
Straight. Ooh,
You know, like,
let's get
because some
back
people
here.
just like don't even have the game on. So of course you're missing everything, but like you're playing Fruit Ninja, you're missing the fruit, but you're in there. Something's
Dude.
happened.
Johnny's like this. Oh my God, it's Johnny 64.
Oh.
Johnny, that's gonna be your new name, Johnny 64, because you're in there. You're in the game. What was that? Sega, right? Sega.
Yeah.
It's in the game. No, that's not right. Is that right?
That one theirs? I don't remember.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot what it's in the game is. Anyway, going back to our Notion strip over here for our running show. All right. So if you have a guest, it's a good idea to do a guest intro. Now, in my interview course, which Paul is telling me I need to run again, I have deep thoughts on how much you want to research your guests. It's EA Sports. It's in the game. Thank you, Luis. Thank you. Oh, now you got something to say, Will. Go back. Go back to sleep, Will. Yes. So, like, I have very, very deep thoughts on how much you should research your guests. I think it's okay to be researched and be full in depth. I don't think you should do the full long bio.
No.
I feel like that is a waste of audio.
And
Anybody
I think
who
that
is
I'm
concerned
always
can go
shocked
look
at
it
that.
up. Yeah, me too. Like, people will spend like 5 minutes. Oh, where were we? Luis was there. We were in Orlando, and we were at Podcast something. Podfest. And we go to this panel, dope panel, 5 amazing panelists. The host spent 4 minutes apiece bioing the panelists,
No.
telling us how dope they are.
That's too much.
That's 16 minutes. Guess how long the session is?
What,
30
like 45?
minutes. 30.
Oh, even less.
So we got like 3.5, maybe 4 questions. I'm like, bro, they're on the flyer. If you come and you drop biscuits, I will look you up. You know what I'm saying? Those of y'all, I had this conversation with Ollie. I'm not putting you on blast, Ollie. I'm just saying, I had this conversation with Ollie because we had he was very genuine and said, hey, gang, I'm doing this artwork for my show. I want to know what y'all think about the artwork. And I was like, bruh, I get the sponsors, got it. But there's way too much branding. Take some of that branding back because you can use that space for your socials, which will create the engagement. Like, they know who you are already. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people who know you know you. The people that don't will figure it out. Like, was that Retro Philosophy Show gonna be like, yo, I came in today, these fools is weird, these my people. Or he gonna be like, I came here today, these fools is weird, I ain't going back. Either way, that's how you find your people. You know what I'm saying? And once they know you, like, I don't have any crazy Doc Rock branding all over the place. I don't even have a logo on my joint. Y'all know I got a logo. It's my big ass head. But I just don't, it's not necessary because what I'm putting out is for you. Now, will understand this. I don't know where he's, I know where he's located, but I don't know in his area. In my area, all realtors have their face on their business cards. We do not have faces on our business cards. And every once in a while, somebody will ask, how come you guys on your real estate company, like, how come you guys don't have your face on the card? Because it's about our clients. It ain't about us. And I love to drop that mic because it pisses the other realtors off because they went out, got the herd there. They like, all up in the business card, in the video, going like this. Sorry, that was Suge Knight.
I always wondered about that because, like, the few real estate folks that I know, because I'm in LA, everybody was trying to be an actor, but like the ones that I know, like, we're trying to be actors. So it's like their way of being still in front of the thing.
Yeah.
But I never understood that because I was like, I'm not buying you, I'm buying a house.
But Thank you. Retro photography show your vibe will attract your tribe. I fit in with you weirdos. Oh, yes. My other half exactly does that too, Rich. Don't tell her I said that, Rich.
Secrets.
But yeah, like it's a thing. And it was a very like important decision from us many, many years ago that we're going to be like no face on the card. It's never about that. It's really about the clients. And so I get the branding. Yo, my branding is easy. Purple, loud, obnoxious, going to piss you off. But if you really think about it, he trying to help. You know what I'm saying? That's my brand.
That's pretty clear.
That is my brand, point blank. I'm a foot in your ass. But you're going to be like, thank you, sir. I need another. Right? Marilou is going to be like, all right, Doc is a little wild, but let me tell you what he really meant.
I'm like the Doc translator.
It's the buffer.
Oh, yeah.
You like the helmet on my school bus.
It's okay.
What happens?
But like with the intro, with the guest intro stuff, I'm always shocked. Like when I'm a guest on someone's, they're like, send me the bio. I'll send a short one and a long one. I'm like, do with what you want. Like maybe they want info. Because I don't know where they are in the research process. And then I get on there and they read the whole long one, and I'm like,
verbatim. Like, don't read the freaking bio. Don't read the bio verbatim either. That just screams to me that you didn't do your homework.
You have your opinion. You're the host.
Yeah.
You're at a party.
Yeah.
If you're in a group of people and you're at a party and you're like, hey, this is so-and-so, like everyone's like, okay. You know, as opposed to like, this is this person. This is why I'm excited to introduce you to them. Let's talk.
So yeah, like say Kevin and Jackie was going to be on our show. I would be like, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Kevin and Jackie. Now, Kevin is more behind the scenes. Jackie's the face of the thing, but they are amazing Disney practitioners, and Jackie has an amazing story that, you know, I think that she would like to tell. Now, for today's purposes, we're going to skip that story, but by all means, go to her YouTube page and check out her incredible story. It's very heartwarming. It moved me. And Kevin and I are friends, so I won't say nothing nice about him. He's just my homie, but you can find Kevin too. He's kind of helping her keep the show on the road. Anyway, let's get into how do you guys decide which topics you're going to cover for your show? Right? Just go straight to it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got to give the whole long drawn out thing. Like, you know, Kevin's from the Bay Area. He grew up a poor black child, and then he turned into a tall white dude. You know, like, all of that mess is just, it's useless. It's useless, right? It's like he grew up in the back door of a barber shop in Tupelo, Mississippi. Like, nobody cares, bro. Like, if they want to find out, they can find out.
Right, because we want to get to the actual interview, right?
Yes, correct. Your business card should come with a warning, keep your credit cards locked up. Don't blame me, Paul. Don't blame me. Paul be blaming me for all of the stuff that he buys. Anyway, so now we're going to get to your questions for your guests. Now, this is cool. If you have a guest, it's the same thing as what we're going to go through next. I just want to keep this. I want you to understand, when you have a guest, you're going to take your bullets, 1, 2, 3. There'll be questions for the guest. But in this case, we're going to just jump over and just assume that bullets and questions are the same. Okay. So let's do a setup real quick. All right. So I'll show you what a setup looks like. Dun, 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 dun. Hey guys, welcome to Creators Unstuck. If you are brand new or you're rolling in late, Marilou and I are talking about building a video podcast live from the gate. We have this idea. We're going to do this podcast called Creators Unstuck. As we're getting started, we want to take an opportunity to show you all of the behind the scenes, all the nitty gritty, because everybody and their mama tell you to start a podcast, but then they leave you out on the block by yourself when the police come. Right? So we didn't want to do that. We got your back. I say, hooty hoo, and Marilou say, hooty hoo, and now we build a podcast. Stick with us, and we're going to move rhymes like wait. That's the setup, right? All the people from the hood got that. right? Oh, listen, I'm going to watch. I'm going to be on the plane, so I'm going to have to catch it at the airport, but I'm going to watch, and I'm going to give you pointers, okay? They might not be nice, Yolanda, because you're a Ravens fan, but I respect your gangster. So, yes, that is what a setup looks like. It's just to let people know what they came for. Again, it's when you order, right? They say, you ordered the vegan ice water? And you're like, yeah. It's like, oh, this is very artisanal vegan ice water. Here you go. And now, would you like anything else? That's the setup. Like, just making sure that they know they're in the right spot. Okay.
Right. I need some gluten-free napkins.
Some gluten-free napkins. So now, if you have a sponsor, get into it. Right? Here's my pro tip. You ready for the pro tip, Lou? If you don't have a sponsor, do an ad for yourself.
You're sponsoring your podcast.
You know what I'm saying? I was sitting here thinking, it was going over most people's head, moving around. I was like, wait, I'm glad you got it, Ollie. Yeah, the reason why, okay, I have thoughts about this, all right? You might want to write this down. The reason why you want to put an ad in for yourself, even if it's yourself reading your own ad, or if it's, doing something like this.
Doc and Lou are here to answer your questions. Feel free to drop your questions in the comment section below. To better assist you, we ask that you please put a Q colon in front of your question so we can see it. Paul is watching, so play nice in the comments. Mahalo.
DJ Doc Rock.
Even if that's all you got, the reason why you want to do that is you have told your brain, sorry, Lou, you have told your brain, and you have told people who might want to buy an ad that it's a possibility.
Yeah, it's like having the space open.
What?
Who said that?
I said.
So why don't you do yourself a favor? You'll learn something. Listen to this man.
Or it goes back to you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You already have a spot for the sponsor. So it's not like you're doing your show and then a sponsor comes in and you're like, where do I put this in? It's built in from the beginning.
You already put the hole in there, right? My brain just got stuck. I'm trying to answer AG and my brain just got stuck. I will show you real quick. What the heck did I do in my Arc browser? Oh, it's back here. Hold on. So Artlist just came out with this new update, and I happen to be an Artlist subscriber. So I have it. I have Artlist. Artlist is how you do it. But yeah, you can basically get over there. And I do have a link. It is docrock.live/Artlist, I believe. Paul is checking the list of things. I've been using Artlist for about 2.5 years now. They're really good. When you watch my videos and you see the extra footages and stuff in here, like I do, this is where I get it from. And then I know, dude, I'm already off because I'm not signed in. It's like he keep telling us. But yeah, they have footage. What I like about Artlist as opposed to some of the other guys is you can do it based off a shot type. It helps you figure out what's the right thing. If you have a particular video theme that you're working on, it will help you find things that are in the right thing. And they actually supply tons of vertical stuff. So when I found the Artlist voiceover piece, and maybe Marilou is talking about something in one of our shows, and I liked her piece, I can grab her highlight, but maybe it's kind of short. I want to add something to it. I could put the voiceover in, and I could have the thing do voiceover. Look, I could do a faceless channel with just voiceover motivational quotes with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be your voiceover.
It doesn't got to be your voice. Because I get 5,000 hours a month, or 5,000 minutes a month, which is plenty. I can make 30 reels in seconds just by getting a bunch of quotes from Maya Angelou and having one of these voices speak about it. right? So somewhere over here, and you can do something really cool, like hit up on female. Look, check this out. We were talking about how to do a sponsor. I'm not sponsored by Artlist, but I am an affiliate. So me sitting here showing you this real quick to answer the question is basically, it gives the impression that it's sponsored, but it's not, just so you know. All right. So anyway, I can come here and I can pick a voice like this.
Hey guys. So last night was a total disaster. From getting lost to spilling drinks, it was one mishap after another. But you know what?
I don't like her.
From the cutting edge of innovation
She sounds Apple.
to the pinnacle of luxury, Future was her name. Bold and brilliant was her nature. She brings you the next.
But it's cool because you can see as they put their stuff together, it gives you an idea how you can put some things together for real. It's just using their footage, and then you write a script to match their footage, and you use it to promote your thing. So I think it's a dope setup. Trust me, your mans would be in here goofing off. If you watch Tom's video, Tom had the most amazing video about like doing this type of thing. And it was so funny. He did the commercial for this in Tom's video. So
things in between.
He won't fire me.
On this channel.
That sounds like the voice of Persuasion, my good AI voiceover friend from Artlist.
Yeah. So he was talking to it, and it was talking to him, and then the other one kicked in, and then he was like, "Oh, these voices are so good." And he's like, "It's like you have a whole bunch of voiceover friends." And then the voiceover goes, "That's the most friends this dude ever had." It's super funny. Just go watch Tom's whole video because it's really good. But the commercial that he made for our listen here is glorious. So to our point, even if you don't have a sponsor, elevate yourself, elevate your affiliates, sell some Doc Pops. I don't care. Just do something. You know what I mean? Let's get in it. Okay.
So like with Tom's, was he sponsored by
that
Artlist,
was sponsored.
or that was
yeah, he doesn't really do sponsored videos, but like
I know it's
as
rare.
a matter of fact, I got my Artlist account because I saw Tom's video about Artlist a while back. And the reason why I picked it is everybody was using sort of Envato elements and story blocks, and I have story blocks too, but I was like, yo, I wanted to stand out because I would see some clips and I hear my songs in other people's videos, and I'm just like, less people use Artlist, so I like Artlist better, and I think their quality is dope, son. They come through. So boom.
Yeah, that's right. Like I use I don't do Epidemic sound, even though like Epidemic has great stuff, but everybody uses it. So I use Upbeat just because it's less
and it's cheap.
less known. It's
Upbeat
cheap
is
and
only
like the song
$8.
feels like radio songs.
Yo, Mr. Riley is in the building. Yo, I know what side you on. Yo, I love it. I love it. All right, so, boom, boom, boom. Hey, don't worry, Yolanda. I'm happy that you're doing your first one. It doesn't have to be live. Just getting them out. The only way you're going to get good at interviewing is interviewing. A lot of people are trying to wait until they're good. Imagine trying to get an orange without ever planting a seed. It doesn't work. At some point in time, you got to put a seed in the ground. Seed turned into a sprout. Sprout turned into a tree. Tree turned into orangas. Birds eat them, shit seeds, make more orangas. You know what I'm saying? So the only way you're going to get one of those bad boys, you know, is to plant that seed. So plant that seed. You know what I'm saying? All right. I need a creator to read my show for Ecamm affiliates. Dude, create your own or go get an AI voiceover and just, there's a bunch of free ones out there. Artlist one is very good. But
Just
there's
put
a
the
bunch
script in the chat. We'll read it.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, if you throw the script in the chat, one of us will read it. You could just ask in the Discord. Hey, check this out. I know somebody in our community that has the most amazing sounding voice. Paul, can you give us a quick ad read? Wait, I muted Paul.
No, I'm here.
There you go.
How may I help you today?
Give an ad read. Just make up something. It can be completely BS.
Welcome to Doc Rock's live stream, where Marilou shows Doc how to live.
I'm telling you, we got a good voice in the chat, yo. All you gotta do, hit up Paul, hit up Johnny if you wanted to have a Haitian accent. Like, we got folks. Yeah, so that's funny. That was good, Paul. So far, I'm sponsoring myself. I keep pulling myself up by the bootstraps. Hey, that's what you got to do. That is good. Flo and Roy are saying hello to each other. Johnny, you know my brain don't work like that. I don't believe that one is quote unquote better than the other. That's like you trying to ask which one of your kids is the best. Don't answer that. Please don't. They're different, right? They're just different, and you just gotta see which one you vibes with your tribe better. Sorry, I stole that. All right. I'm slowly convincing Mr. Raleigh to the east side. This is the right side. Oh God, here we go. All right. Yeah, that was good. Provo has some, on purpose, because it's hot as hell in California, and so I told him to leave, don't even bother putting the sound fixer on, because it's not relevant to how dope this is. It's just, I was like, I'd rather you be cool.
I got it too.
And just enjoy that life. Plus, he's old, and we don't want any beef jerky moderator. Dehydrated. Okay, so we're going to go, after your sponsor, you're going to cover your bullets or your questions. They're the same thing, right? If you have a guess, come up with 3 questions. Now, this is a point of contention. I get people that say, can you be on the show? And I'm like, why, yes. And they're like, I'm going to send you these questions. Can you answer them before the show? Guess what my answer is?
I was listening.
No.
Say it again. I was like trying to color code things.
Man, see over here making stuff cute. When people ask me, hey, we're gonna do this interview, and here are 3 questions that I'm gonna ask you. Can you answer them? Or can you send me 3 questions that you want me to ask? I'm like, no.
Oh no, that's your job.
Freaking literally not. I cannot stand the pre-question crap. I hate it. I can always tell. Don't do that. If you don't trust your interviewing ability, then freaking come to my class. I don't mind when they're like, here's some topics that we might cover. That's different.
Right. That I don't mind, because it's like now we have a focus, so at least I can think ahead of like what are we going to cover. But like the actual questions, when it comes through, that it just doesn't read right. Like when you're listening to it, you're like, oh, I could have just sent you recordings.
Yeah.
We didn't have to do this whole thing.
I just want you to know, you just ushered my brain. Shorty, I don't mind. Sorry.
That you dance on the pole.
Yeah. Oh my God. My musical Tourette's is on fire today. Are you just drinking coffee?
Yeah. Well, iced
I was just
coffee.
making sure it
This is my
wasn't
friend's
like
mug cup she's selling. I'm not afraid to be seen trying.
Oh, there you go. That's gangster. I was hoping you wasn't like having a banana smoothie or something.
Oh no, it's just iced coffee.
Yeah, so Yolanda, here's the point about scripting the interview question. It's different that you put the questions, because this is your show. But you sending it to the guests to get the answers ahead of time, or you asking them to send you questions ahead of time, that's one thing. It's okay for you to write down questions that you want to posit, but also be ready to deviate from that. You know what I'm saying? If you come out with this plan and we're going to throw. Come halftime, you're getting smoked because you've been intercepted 4 times. You might want to start running the ball. You might want to check the option pass run. You might want to try a little option pass. Might want to try something else. So you don't want to. This is my thing. I get my community, my people, not my community, but my team. My team are all 3 hyper planners. All 3 of them panic when anything goes wrong because all 3 of them over plan. You know what I do? I don't plan shit. But when something goes wrong, I just solve it. Why? Because I didn't have any expectation as to what's coming next. I just do shit. And I'm not saying my way is better. I'm just saying I never panic. You never see me panicking. I just don't. Because I don't have this like, oh, this is going to be great. It's going to go A, B, C. I'm ADD. My alphabet is Q, M, J. Like, so that's how I roll. I'm a QMJ all day. And you know what? I'll put them suckers in alphabetical order. R, B, F. Oh, wait, that's rest in bitch face.
Yeah. You know, like what I find with the pre, like you want to plan because you as the host, you got the map. You're the one, you got the map, you're the one driving. But like you're on an adventure with your guests. And what I find is when people have prepared too much, they don't listen.
Yeah,
there you go. Questions don't come up. A conversation doesn't happen. Because like the word host, you think about you're hosting a party. It is not about you. It is about, is everybody having a good time? Is conversation happening? Do you have drinks? You got a snack? Are you feeling good? Whatever. Like let's have a good time together. You are there to facilitate your guest, but that requires you listening because like they answer question 1, 2, and 3 that you sent them ahead of time. You didn't even listen to what they said. You're just like, great, you answered it. You finished? Great. Next question. As opposed to like, oh, okay, so you said something about this thing. Can we elaborate or let's explore here? Let's go here. Because you might get to things that they didn't even know to talk about.
I'm going to give you, Yolanda, one of the secret sauces of my interview class. Because I don't mind. The one thing I am looking for in every interview, the exact one thing I am looking for in every interview. Oh my God, that's a good question. Nobody's ever asked me that before. Yo, that is, okay, what you on second, you on third, I'm going to get you home, okay? That is Big Papi Fenway gone. That is Big Papi. Yeah, all day. When I knock one of them some bitches out of Fenway because the guest says to me, no one's ever asked me that, yo, got him. Got him. These nuts.
Even better if you can get them to cry.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe that's a personal mission.
Yes, I'd love to get there. And that means that your audience is getting something that no other audience has had the opportunity to get. And that comes from your ability to listen and your ability to dig and your ability to get them to open up and share something they haven't normally shared.
Right. If you think like you're on a date with somebody you've never met before, or you're at a dinner with someone you've known forever, if you practice just like not trying to get yourself to talk, just to listen to them, and then follow little threads of like, oh, I didn't know about this. I'd like to know more about this. I'd like to know more here. What about this thing? People will open up because you're interested in them. And then you'll get to something, like Doc is saying, nobody else has on their show.
Yeah. Oh, that's so
but you can practice this in day-to-day life.
I love this. I love this. As a matter of fact, that's how you practice your interview is you ask questions to other people in your day-to-day life. Go to your family, interview the OGs. You know, just be like, Grandma, what? When y'all was little, you know, people always talk this story about walking 5 miles barefoot uphill to school. Like, where did this legend start from? Like, did you really live that far from school? Or, Father, tell him what it's like to eat government cheese. That's Robert Townsend. Father, tell him what it's like to be on the food stamps. Like, just go interview folks in your area. Mel brings up something dope.
And be genuinely interested.
Be interested. That's the key. You got to be genuinely interested. Curiosity is the king. Spontaneity is the state or quality of being spontaneous, happening naturally or without being planned. Yes, absolutely love that, Mel. Sometimes the next question is an audible off the answer to the previous question. The reason why I like that, Kevin, is because we was doing the football reference for Yolanda. So it's just kind of dope. It's just kind of dope. I love that. I like that. Thank you, Yolanda. There you go. We got us a new show, Better Call Paul. I'm going to give you that one for free.
That'll be like a segment, like that's like a segment every episode, or like once a season. We'll be like, better call Paul. What Paul think about this?
Yep. Retro Philosophy said, every time I upgrade my equipment, my show is jam-packed with unplanned hurdles and hiccups. I just do my best to work through it. This is us. Lou and I are forever changing equipment and like flip things over here, there. I don't even know what the heck I did with it. I have somewhere in here. Oh, here it is. I got brand new set. So I already know what's in here, but I'm going to take this apart and I'm going to actually, like I just used my other one. I didn't go too crazy with the reviews at the time because all the other reviews were coming out at the same time. So now I'm going to take this with me on my trip and I'm going to go through the whole thing and I'm going to give it the full ass college try this time. But yes, super good. Oh, yeah, Hot Ones is great. Sean definitely, well, his name, you know what I'm saying? He does great research, but I like the way he knows how to work with the question, right? That's good.
He's a great interview, and you know who else is like one that I studied all the time was Conan O'Brien.
Conan is bomb.
Because
Stephen Colbert is my dude, but Conan is
he's
good.
also really good too because he listens and his goal is to make the guests look good.
Yes.
Like he's not trying to corner somebody. Where like you ask my sister, you ask Will, I cannot stand Jimmy Fallon within an inch of his life. And I'm like, how did this dude
Karen hates Jimmy Fallon.
This mediocre white dude failed up into the Tonight Show and can't even hold an interview, can't even hold a straight face because I feel like it's always about him.
I will say this about Jimmy, and it's not necessarily him, but his team, because I know how this works. Mm-hmm. The games and stuff they come up with are phenomenal.
Yes.
Right? But the reason why you know it's often too much about him, because a lot of the games he's playing in it. Now let me grab somebody from the audience to do this with this celebrity and make that, oh my God, the experience of a lifetime to do karaoke roulette with Ariana. Now, I can't even sing like that, but like it don't have to be you, Jimmy. We've watched you on Saturday Night Live for 10 years prior. We know you can sing. We know you can, come off the top of the dome. We know you can do, what do you call those things? Impressions. Better you shut up. It's your show. Your name's on the sign. Pull somebody out of the audience, grab another surprise celebrity guest, random F from the street type of thing. Somebody call in over, Ecamm.
Hey.
You know what I'm just saying? Like there's more to it, right? So his ideas and stuff, or his team's ideas are incredible, but I agree with you. He is nowhere near as good as his contemporaries, but he gets there because the smartest thing he did, nobody else did though. The smartest thing he did was bring the roots. Everybody else just had this little band of random miscreants they found at the heroin den in their studio city. He went and got the roots. So he knew he sucked, and he put dope folks around him.
Yes.
Kind of like the Ravens. Like they knew they sucked, so they got good receivers and cornerbacks. Like we'll catch everything and we'll block everything. The rest of the team can suck. We'll be all right. Sorry, Yolanda.
Yeah. But, and that's with like, that's a whole production thing, right? But like if we're here, we're working mostly by ourselves, right? To do these podcasts, we have to elevate ourselves to make this fun for everyone else. Because like to Doc's point with the segments, right? Like his team's coming up with great segments, but he still makes it about him. Instead of making this like, this could be a memory of a lifetime for someone.
Yes.
Right? This could be something special for someone. And as the host, why wouldn't you want people to come to your show, watch your show, listen to your stuff and be like, wow, this was everything. And then also, you don't want like if you have done your homework and you've listened to at least a couple other interviews with this person, you don't want to talk about the same things, but maybe something came up that a host didn't get to and you're like, actually, I want to know about this thing. Let's go over here. Something different. And those are the clips that you can use.
Listen. Yay! Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you. Thank you, Yolanda, for the super chat. You're amazing. I appreciate you, no matter what they say about you and your football team. All right, let me see. There is some question I want to check. Okay, we got that. Boom, boom, boom. Listen, why my brother got to come in here and cause trouble? Listening is a skill. Many hear but don't listen. Dude, that was my dad. He never. June and I be trying to tell him stuff. He just be like tuning out and just waiting to say something back instead of listening to what we try to tell him. It's kind of funny, but he would yell at us for doing the same thing. But he was always just like waiting for you to shut up so he can go to somewhere and say something else. Okay, now. So in your question or your bullet points, whether you're doing bullet points, whether you're doing questions, go for 2 and then drop the tension. Okay? You understand what I mean by drop that tension?
No, I was waiting to hear what you had to say.
Okay, so this is good. All right, so we're doing a show and we decided that we were talking about like missing those opportunity. Guys, I'm going to tell you, right after this, I'm going to tell you one of the biggest crushing opportunities I've ever missed. But I just don't want to leave you with a sad story. I'm also going to tell you how I was able to recover from that. So make sure you stay to the end. That's the tension. Right? Now, we have a segment. And our segment is going to be Pick of the Week. All right? So let's go ahead and change that. In our pick of the week, we're going to pick a tool or in gear or something that we got. What? Don't make me type while I'm trying to talk.
Hey, I'm here. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, pick of the
Let me stop.
week.
Yeah. So we're gonna do like our pick of the week. Like we could pick a better name for it, but we're just gonna call it like our pick of the week or something of that nature. But it's basically something that we found, tool or moment, win, something that we can use to just highlight to the audience and maybe the audience should check out. Okay. So if I had to pick my pick of the week for this week, it would most definitely be Game of Thrones House of Dragon is back. House of Dragon is back. Oh. But the thing that's good about it is there's this lady who I'm following on IG right now. She just started watching Game of Thrones like a beginning of the month. And now she's through every episode she comes in and she does a reel. And episode 9, she's crying. And she's like, I was making fun of all the people that watch this show. I don't even know why I thought this was a good idea, but I started watching it. And what that writer? What the hell is wrong with you? She don't even know he's George R.R. Martin because she's so new to this, right? She's like, writer, what the hell is wrong with you? Why must all the good people die? This is, I can't take it.
They did her dirty.
Like,
Nobody
you're
told
getting
her.
my pressure up, blah, blah, blah. And so just to watch her visceral reaction, these are the same joints we had 10 years ago when season 1 came out. But watching her go through it now, we didn't have reels. We could only do idiot post. Right? So when Aemon Targaryen did something ignorant, I had a post, can I get an amen? And it was AEMON, like Aemon Targaryen, get it? You know, like we had this dumb post. That's all we could do. Now it's real. And so she's doing it. Oh my God, it's so good. So not only am I happy that it's back, it's interesting to watch the people that finally decide to get on the train. And then, yeah, so even though I normally would pick a tech or a tool, this week I'm just happy that House of Dragon is back, and me and Kat got memes all day to each other.
I gotta catch up on that, the new one. I have not watched that one at all because I was still hurt by the end of original Game of Thrones.
So good, so good. All right, there you go. So what would be your pick for the week?
My pick for the week, I'm just like, it could be like anything, right?
Yeah.
It's my gold club mug that I just unboxed.
Nice.
I was like, going to put it in the kitchen, right, to use, and I was like, no, it's too pretty. It's just gonna be decorative.
Wow, she got a little gold club mug. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna do something crazy. We're gonna call an audible. Boom. Let's go to the Zoom room. Paul, do you have a pick of the week? Product, tool, movie, TV show, song, new underwear?
my Go 3S.
Ooh, little baby. There's a
Gangster.
little baby. I was charging back.
Hey, let's hold them up. What's up, girl? Hey. Look, I got ND filters on mine. I wear my sunglasses at night.
I did a time lapse of the two side by side.
Yes,
and like
you
the
did.
new one is just like it's substantially better.
Substantially. Yes, you did.
Like I'm sorry to tell y'all, but
You should post that in the chat for anybody who's curious. Yes, I saw it and I was like, Marilou's like 100 miles an hour. And you know what? I'm gonna have to do the same thing because I can just put these on my, my airport stroll. People are like, why his suitcase? I wish this one was backwards so it'll look like, you know what I mean? Like this.
right. I had
No.
magneted them. So like if you magnet them on your, this is how I magneted them together where the lens is up here, right? And they were up on my, so on the arm of your luggage, you should be able to put them like that. So the lenses are close together.
Girl, my arm and my luggage is carbon fiber. No, actually.
That's not magnetic?
I'm joking. Hey, actually, while we're here, this should have been pick of the week, but I just thought about it. I just thought about it completely different. I had contacted, holy God, keep a water nearby when you do these things because every once in a while you get for clip.
What happens when you get old?
Shut up, Paul. I had contacted Away because the hubcap came off of one of my wheels. Has no effect on how dope the wheels move. But the hubcap came off of one of my wheels because Mel will tell you, Honolulu Airport, when they designed that joint, somebody thought it was a good idea to put little bitty 4-inch tiles. It's probably like 8-inch tiles, but there's these little bitty tiles like yellow brick road style. So when you're walking through with your suitcase, instead of the nice, giant, smooth floor, our floor goes ga 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 ga. You just watch. I watch wheels explode almost every trip because it's a whole lot of bouncing. And that joint was built in 1962 or whatever, but Jesus, like when Elvis came for the movie, I think they built the airport. Yo, that thing's like ga 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 ga, and wheels you see explode all the time. So I hit them up and I was like, I got a zipper pull that I lost, and a hubcap came off a wheel. But on my other Away suitcase, it was in my room, but the sun is hitting it all the time. And you know how things that have this petroleum cover, it gets sticky after a while? I'm like, the top is mad sticky. So can you send me a repair kit with just a new handle and some wheels? And they're like, okay. Then she calls me back. I checked inventory. We don't have those wheels, and we don't have any more zipper pulls for that particular model. So here's a link. Pick a new case. A new what? A new case. You're going to send me a whole brand new $395 suitcase because of a hubcap and a zipper pull? Yes. Customer service.
I've heard that about Away.
When I was selling all of those Away suitcases on my channel back in the day, everybody was like, I don't know, that's customer service, homies. That is mad customer service. And because of the handle, they didn't have the handle part, so they sent me a whole trolley, which is like the slider, the whole 9 yards. And it's a matter of 3 screws, put it in, simple. But that's customer service, so that's a good pick of the week. If you're thinking about a suitcase, get in the way. And of course, I have a discount code. It's in the description.
Another pick of the week for me. This harness, if you guys have pets, this is a very fun harness.
I'm going to put one of those on Luis for Atlanta.
It's like made really well. It's like PGY Tech, which we
Oh, dude, I love PGY Tech.
So it's like really put together well. And Gizmo's into it. Zilla hasn't let me touch her with it, but Gizmo's
I was
on Paw
impressed.
Patrol.
Gizmo just stood there and let you put it on. I was super impressed by that.
Because she loves to be part of it. Like she's a content creator. Like I can't even tell you guys. Like she sits outside and just patrols, and I put the camera on her, and she just sits there and watches. Like here, I actually have a picture of her with it. I had posted it on my stories, but she'll just sit there and wear the camera, and she's like, "Yep, cool. I'm out. I'm looking for you."
And then Insta360 put that on your on their page, right?
Yeah, it's on the stories for the Go 3S. Look at these little ears.
Look at that. That's so cool. Is that an air tag on her neck?
Yes.
Nice. Air tag the cat. That sounds
Yes,
weird.
and
That
it's just
sounds-
because like when we're
that's a
like they don't
Pornhub
wear that
video.
all the time, just when we go outside.
Valerie, you should be ashamed of yourself.
No, it's a good time to start. And
Tell
then
her,
you can do
BJ, the
reaction
North
videos.
remembers, fam. The North remembers. No, Mike, I didn't want to pick Artlist as my pick of the week because Tom already did it. So I would not start watching House of Dragons to the whole series. You know what? I like that. Certain shows, you can do that. Will, I will save your question. And I saw your question, Paul. I will save that for the very end because you'll see that on the Run the Show. Man, where the heck did Paul's question go? Let me save those two. You always check the little star so you can come back to them. And let's see. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just checking up. Boom, boom, boom. Daniel K. Inouye Airport from, man, what? 1927? Yeah, it is. Doc was there at the ribbon cutting. Shut up, Paul. It is on Rogers Boulevard. That makes sense. All right, that makes sense. Pelican got a pretty good warranty on their hard cases. I've had for over 10 years, 15 returned, and they replaced the wheels fell apart. Boom. Yeah. We got a whole bunch of Pelican cases between June and I. June has the most. His office is dope. There's like a little Pelican tower, all nicely situated, and the Porter Brace model, which Luis seen me bring, and I have one on the floor underneath my feet, which has a Mac Mini and a monitor in it. We're ready to go. Okay, so let's check where we are in our run and show. Like, these are good. These are good. So we can clean this up. We could take some things out. I highly suggest that you put it in a Google Doc, or in this case, Notion, or some way where you can see the flow. I will show you, because I'm on Twit tomorrow, right? So I'll show you how they do it. I don't know if they would want me to publicly show what their running show looks like, but I'll show you what the Twit one looks like. And I can show you, Stephanie has a spreadsheet type thing, and then we can build from there. But people, if you look it up, you can find a whole bunch online. Or if you've ever been on a show, that's one thing about being a guest. You get an opportunity to see other folks do it, so then you can go through. Okay, so now we will hit the conclusion, all right? So let me show you how this looks. I'm going to let you go first, Lou. What are your... I'm letting you go first because I need to drink more water. What are your insights on making sure that one does not miss opportunities, or how to be better prepared when opportunity persists?
If you have your eyes up all the time and you're open to opportunity, then you're more likely to catch them versus when you are looking inside and you're feeling insecure and you're just like feeling down on yourself, you're not going to catch the opportunities. But if you're looking up and you're open and you're ready, then the opportunities will find you, because what do we say? You got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Oh, where'd she go? Hold on.
Where'd she go?
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
This show, I don't know, we run the show. I just ran this show. we got the runs.
Maybe this is Run the Show is the name of our podcast.
My
series.
friends have this a cappella group that they call the Runs because of the runs and singing. But two of the guys are comedians, so they also like the runs. It's super funny. I'll see you one of their videos though. They're freaking amazing. The thing is just a little side tickler for them just because they're that talented. Luis says you must keep your head on the swivel. I like that. Got to keep your head on the swivel. And I think, here's the thing. Large portion of our audience are of the streets. So you know this. And you know this, man. Right? So you absolutely know this. It's a matter of applying what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's let me introduce you to the strength of street knowledge. It just exists. So you already know. So you're good with this. You're good with this. June says, stay ready, get ready, be ready. I like that. I think it's get ready, stay ready, be ready. But either way, I guess if it's an equation on arithmetic, it's the same. Whichever comes first doesn't matter. You can move it around. Some of us are from the corners. I'm not going to even touch that, Paul. Paul is in the chat. Alicia probably giving Paul stink eye over here. Okay, so this is the part where we go into our audience segment. So here's our cues to us to A. I'm going to go over here to favorites. And Paul says, when sharing a screen, is it possible to show the host, but someone else control what is being shared? Well, yeah, because I can go to here, which is screen share. That's my full screen share. Let's say I can go to this one. And if Paul or Marilou was sharing something from their screen, I could actually put that in this big box right here. So someone in your Zoom could be responsible for controlling the slides or the manual, or in your case, manual, whatever. So yeah, you could do that. You would just have them share their stuff and you use that as the extra camera and you leave yourself on the side over here. So that is fully possible. Okay, so Will said, bum, 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 bum. What are your thoughts on enabling 32-bit float on the mic 2? Not new gear. I bought it when it came out months ago. So save the speech. Well, you asked the wrong question then, because you're about to get a speech, Will. No, I have the same thing. The mic 2. I have the mic 2. I have 2 pairs of Rode Wireless Pros, and I have one other thing that does it. My Tascam. So all of the above have 32-bit float. You do not, repeat, you do not need 32-bit float unless you are getting sound from the F1 pit, or you are standing in the corner number 3 at Richmond Motor Speedway. Like, yeah. Other than that, if you're just talking, 32-bit float is a waste of disk space, and it's going to F up your video because your video editing program is looking for 24-bit audio. Now, as you see my brother do some math, guess what happens when you take a 32-bit audio file and drop it on a 24-bit timeline? It ain't the same. You got to throw something away. And the timing don't necessarily work. All of these YouTubers done got all of these kids. This is the problem with these youngins out here who just do, which I give them credit for, they do, but some of them need to get some audio training. No. Any audio engineer worth their weight in gold will tell you, do not put 32-bit audio on a 24-bit timeline. Just don't. So, yeah. There's a longer excuse, but we won't touch it because it'll get complicated, and I don't want to over-nerd people. But yeah, the main thing is they don't.
That's a different episode.
Yeah.
We just need to do a whole episode that's just about 32-bit float. WTF.
Yeah, you know what's funny? When we were at Shore headquarters, like the engineers, they want to choke the living shit out of half the people on YouTube because they be out here telling everybody to get on 32-bit float. Like, you just don't. It's not necessary. If you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. Sugar-free. Yes. So that is good. That was good. We got any more questions? Let me double check. We got super chat from Yolanda. Thank you, Yolanda. And those are good questions for today. All right, Lou, do you have a question?
Now, okay, so in our run of show.
Yes.
When I have a guest, always want to leave a spot for the guest to promote whatever it is they, whatever they're, it's like a thank you for being on my show. What is it that you want to say to tell people you got going on? So I like to always do that towards the end. So it's like we talked about it. Now everybody's kind of be like, oh yeah, this is my person. I want to know what they're about. Their sell, or just like, I don't know, whatever they're excited about, to put it, just make sure there's a spot for it.
All right.
So do you think that is after audience or after conclusion? Because are they with you through the questions?
Yeah. It depends on the length of show and like what they committed to, what your commitment is, whatever. As long as before you send the guest nene, you cover that. So you take that opportunity to give the people what they want. So I like that.
That was always something that I was like, and even if they don't have something to promote, then I'll ask, what is something you're excited about that you have coming up that's not necessarily work or nothing? Maybe you're just excited about the Game of Thrones shows coming out.
I like that too. Hey, listen, when you give them a chance to shine, they're more likely to be appreciative, and they're more likely to share those clips from your show. And doing that is really how you get it going. Like, that's really important. So yeah, I like that idea. If you have a guest, definitely do the guest promo. It always happens for me when I'm on. If you guys want to see a good runner show, watch Jeff C's social media show, the one that Ecamm sponsors. Jeff is amazing, and he does a really good job with his running show. And then Kevin said Kurt has an amazing running show too. So check out how it all works. How it all works. How it all works. Also, good show. Good show. I like what Luis does too with his channels. I think you should go and watch. Like, that's it's a good way to sort of promote other shows and things. And I think I've said this before. I want to make sure that anybody new understands this. If you're trying to grow your show, one of the best things you can do is be a good citizen of the platform that you're on. I comment on Marilou's videos. She's my friend. I could just text her, be like, hey, girl, that was stupid. And she'd be like, shut up, Doc. But I comment on her videos because, number one, you might trigger the comment train. You might add that other people commented. But number two, YouTube rewards those in the community who are being community oriented. Right? We have a saying in Hawaii. We spread the aloha spirit. It's, some people say share the aloha spirit, which is similar, but we spread the aloha spirit. Because if I give the aloha spirit, the people in the Ecamm community have no idea. But the fact that Roy or Andy or Paul or Luis or Jeremy, whoever would just jump in and help you at any given moment in time, they got that from me because I did it to them. So they did in turn do it to the next. It's not that I had to teach them or tell them. It's humans tend to reciprocate the behaviors of the others around them. That's how you get social norms. So if our social norm is to dive in, help folks, treat you like family from once, Mel would tell you, Mel will back me up. The first time any of y'all, we're gonna go to Kauai, we're gonna visit Mel. First time we go there, Mel gonna be like, can I get you something to drink? Yes. Can I get you a plate? Yes. Second time you go there, Mel be like, man, you better fix your own damn plate. You better go get your own drink. And matter of fact, you better bring something. Don't show up to the house empty. Not in Hawaii. That's not what we do. You always show up to the house with something in your head, right? That's the aloha spirit. Like that level of communal nature and taking care of each other, and everybody's responsible for everybody. That's just what we do. That is our culture in our state. So when we introduce that to other folks, they take that home and they start to do. And then, you're passing that good. You're paying it forward, right? So the idea of making sure that your guest is, spreading, they're going to go to other people, hey, I just did it. I said, y'all got to go and check out Jeff's show, right? It's automatic. It's automatic. Yes, like Paul said, the first time you're a guest. After that, you family. In Hawaii, the first 30 minutes, you're a guest. After that, you family. And actually here, you might just be. like we like, hey, you know my cousin and them? Oh, literally, I just found out that my upstairs neighbor is related to one of my good friends from the industry here. Had no idea. They'd been my neighbor for years. I didn't even know they were related. That's Hawaii for you, right? You know what
It's a small island.
You got to. It ain't that small, dude. We have 1.4 million people, but it is a small island. Yes. All right. So we got that conclusion. We got our audience. We did our guest promo, and then we basically would just close out. So. I guess what we need to talk about is what was last on our list of things to do. Let me check.
Let's go back to our podcast to be named.
Podcast to be named. We covered a lot. We covered a lot.
We did.
Yes, Mark.
We build some artwork.
That's the wrong page. Boom. Yes. Ooh, that'll be fun. We get to be in Adobe, what do you call that? Adobe Express and build some artwork. We can, boom. All right. We did. So you did planning and sort of structuring your episode, right? Mm-hmm. I think, we should do the artwork and we should talk about like sort of what our core message is. I think we kind of covered it. But we should just like get that into a phraseology.
Yeah, and I think it's good because now that you guys have watched for a couple of episodes, like I hope you're invested in this. Maybe you've got ideas on what you feel the mission is, because you hear us here.
All right, the question of the week. Here's your homework, folks. What do you think the mission is? What do you hope to get out of being part of Creators Unstuck? Like. Lou and I, it ain't about us. This is about you guys, right? It's not about us. We already broke it. So we don't want to, you don't need any more. I can speak for the both of us when I say that. Mel, thank you, my brother. Mahalo, mahalo. Mel says, absolutely correct. Spread aloha. This is super valuable information. Mahalo to you both. Thank you, Mel. I appreciate you, brother. Yes, man.
And also, How to Repair also sent you something.
Yes. Let me see. What did Paul say? Oh, yes, right there. Paul, boom, Paul comes through. It says, last week I missed giving Lou something for her computer. Gangster. Come on, Paul. Come on, Paul. Yes,
we're very close. I think next week.
We are collecting super chats for Lou's computer. So that's what we've been doing. Super dope. Listen, people, this has been a lot of fun, and I hate the fact that I'm leaving on Tuesday. I'll be in still. And on Saturday, I'll be in Atlanta. But if I can find a place to pull it off, we'll do it. Because Atlanta has really fast internet. Because AT&T is right there. If I can, I'll go to AT&T headquarters. I am going to bring my tiny. This is tiny. He's not tiny too. He's tiny too light. This is tiny.
Oh, my tail air is coming. That will be coming up soon. So be on the lookout.
Yeah, they said, I'm going to send Marilou a tail air. And I was like, thank you. So thank you to Leonard and Stefan for coming through.
Yes, thank you.
See, again, Marilou, you was there. You came to NAB. You met my people. They was like, oh, she cooler than Doc. Sure, we'll send her something. It's so simple, right?
But it's like a good posse, but that's like the opportunities, right? Is being open to this. And I was like, I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, I'll follow Doc around and we'll make sure he gets to where he needs to go and just have like the best time.
Dude, the best thing is Eden and Kat. Like, you can't talk to him right now. He got to go. It's super funny because that was my friend.
We're like, cool. But he's has to be somewhere.
Well, it's only funny because that was my friend that blew up the spot with the 360. So that's why it's more hilarious. She has hair. What? Well, who has hair? What are you talking about? Oh,
that yes. I have hair.
We should do a special show about the Aloha spirit. Dude, I'm 100%. You know why, Mel? I feel that sometimes because we are so not managed, just a bad word. Look, things are rough right now. Like here, as you guys know, Hawaii is very expensive. So things, I hate that word too. I normally don't use that word. things are very rough here at home, right? Like it's just a hard time, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and there are people who are being opportunist and doing things like, now that Maui is recovering, we have people who are coming in and taking spots and making the rents way more expensive because the competition is there and the insurance is covering rent, so they're kind of cheating and, you know, just a bunch of stuff. It's very easy to look at all of that craziness and then be like, F the, you know, planet, whatever. It takes more strength and more courage to look at a tough situation and be like, if we stick together and we maintain our aloha, we will get through this. Right? In the ending of aloha is ha. Ha. That is the breath. That is the life. That is the spirit. Right? We have a saying that people think is a derogatory term, and I think it is used as a derogatory term, but there is a terminology from the Hawaiian people known as haole, but it's haole is actually, right? And that means being without ha, because the first people that came here looking like Paul tried to take over and tried to steal some people and started some fights. Captain Cook, one of Paul's cousins from England, came through and was acting a fool. Right? They beat that ass. But they were like, that was the first people that we ever saw that weren't as dark as us, but they came and acted without the aloha spirit. So, ha, breath, spirit, life, ole, no. The people that came with no spirit tried to do weird things to the island. That's where the term comes from. It doesn't necessarily mean white. It's just at the time, those were the attackers. You know what I'm saying? They brought Z's and smallpox and a bunch of assholes from a boat, like whatever. You know how tourists can get. So when we say like aloha, it really is a thing. Like it is that spirit, is that breath of life. It is that lifeblood that we have in us. How we all just can't help but help each other. That's part of it, right? So yeah, Mel, I would love to go deep with these folks and explain to them. It's not just a brand or a cute saying. It actually means some shit. It's why I stayed here. Like it really did. It really is. I fell in love with it. Boom. Uh-oh. We got the Eminem computer. Oh, now we got another name for Marilou. Eminem.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
She's the green one.
I got my boots, my go-go boots.
Yeah. See, Mel says the median price right now in Kauai is $1.4 million, but we must maintain the aloha spirit. This right. We only have each other. 100%. Family is where it's at. Oh my God, good to see you, brother. Just popped in at the end. Right? I cannot wait until we get to camp. We're gonna have so much fun. Creator Teach Labs. All right. So, as you guys know, I've been working. I'm almost done. Just got the last couple touches on here. This is Tom still. Tom actually showed some people yesterday on his stream, even before I did so. But here we are. We are in the building. We are ready. I just got to add. I got to add Luis's pictures because Luis just sent me some new pictures. But we got them. Everything is in here.
And these are the photos you took on your little setup that you made in the corner.
Yeah, I made the little setup in the corner. I redid some photos. Luis got some more photos. We're going to throw them in here. And then I put in all of my warnings so that people understand these are pre-sale products. They have not yet been produced. The pre-sale will end hopefully on August 30th at 11:59. That's what I've set the date for. Production will begin within the first 2 weeks of September. Fingers crossed. Everything I will do everything in my power, or we will do everything in our power to expedite the process. I do have a team. They're in China. Shipping will begin 4 to 6 weeks after manufacturing is complete. And if there's any foreseen delays, we will let you know. You'll be notified promptly. Think of this as a Kickstarter style community funded project. We are doing it without the barriers of crowdfunding platform to keep the cost down. So that's it. Put it all.
When are you ready for us to start adding our pre-sale? Can we do it now?
No.
No.
Monday.
July 1st.
Monday.
Hopefully.
I just want to
Monday.
Yeah, I mean, I got to get it done Monday. Like, that's the plan. So,
all right.
Look fresh, sound fresh. Come on. Like, it's in there. We ready. So, this is on Doc Merch. I will set the domain for Doc Pops to come here as well. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm getting it done. I'm going to talk with my Go crew today to finish up some verbiages and copies. And then we're gonna call it Gangster, family. We're gonna call it Gangster.
Let us know in the chat, what color are you getting?
Yeah, what color are you gonna get? What color?
I want the pink, I want the blue, I want the green, I want the orange, I want the red, and I want the purple.
Damn. Yo. Thanks, Lou. Yo. No, Sammy, read the copy again. Read the copy again. They're going to manufacturing as soon as we finish this little crowdfunding project that we're doing. And if you don't need a pop, I will let you know on the site. We have a little spot. Look, you can just drop a donate. Look, I don't need no damn pop, but I want to see this work. You can do that too. I'm keeping it gangster for those people who don't need. Like, it's in there. It's in there like swimwear.
We're all going to be so colorful. It's going to be great.
Oh, man. I'm excited. I'm going on Twit tomorrow. So they're going to ask me, hey, do you have anything? And I'll be like, well, turns out I do. So
this blue that you have on your microphone is one of your pops, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that blue looks nice.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, my God. Talk about like halfway laughing, giggling, tears at the same time. Yesterday on the Tom and Heather show, they used it for the couples table. And I was just like, oh my God. They were talking about monetization. And then at some point in time, they were like, oh, speaking of monetization, let me show you this. And where's it at? It's about right here. Look, they were putting it on, and I was like, "Oh no, they didn't! No, they didn't!" They just like was showing them off, and Paul, and no, not Paul. His name is Tom. He's not Paul. Started talking about the build quality because I'm psycho, right? I went over nuts on the build quality, and it kind of showed up. And look, Heather's like. That was so good. I was like cracking up in my house. I was kind of giggly and kind of enjoying myself. So if you go to the couples table, roll in about 8.5 to 9 minutes in, and you can see Tom give the Tom approval. And I tell you what, I'm not a person who looks for approval from not about anybody, but I respect the fact that Tom went out of his way to help a brother out, and he gave it.
How did he get a hold of all of them? Did you send them to him?
I sent it to him first because he is the most psycho.
Yeah, and he's like always like he's microphone king.
Yeah. So I only have a handful of samples, so I was like, I gotta send these to Tom so that when I'm ready, and Tom is like doing a MV. Man, what's the damn thing? MV7 Plus. He's doing an MV7 Plus video. And so I was like, all right, I know he just got it. So I was like, let me get this to you.
Good.
Let me get this to you. So I was waiting for the product shots to be over. I think I'm kind of done once I get the rest from Louise. So I told Flo I would send her one, and I'll send
we're just ready to buy. We're just ready to buy. So you open up the pre-sale, we will fund it, right?
It's coming. I'm super dope. Not that I'm dope. It's super dope, and I'm excited. It's been a lot of work, and nervous. I don't get nervous. This one got me, cause this is a make or break situation here. So anyway, so yes, Tuesday there will be not a stream. However, Saturday is possible. If you're good, I will message you. I'll keep you abreast of what's going on over there in Hot Atlanta, because the show is over on Friday. So more or less, I'll just be marinating. We're supposed to do a coffee get together in Atlanta, and Luis and Aubrey will be somewhere nearby. Aubrey, Why are you checking the mailbox if I'm going to see you in 2 days? Hello?
Well, the green one, is the green one going to be, is it chroma key? So like if we did chroma key, we can put like stars and stuff on it.
Man, where did I put here? It should. I mean, it should.
It should, right? It's green enough. I mean, it's
Hold
like a
on.
neon green. That's fun. I'm about to have like Gizmo's face floating around, just videos of Gizmo and Zilla.
All right. This.
Have you tried it yet? Have you tried to key it out?
No, but it makes sense to me. If I go here and I just go doink.
Let's see.
Well, it didn't work. This is camera A. Go here. Oh, I missed the button. That's why it didn't work. Oh, it's not letting me press it. What the heck? It's not letting me press the chroma key button. Oh, the scene is locked. Oh, he's so dumb. You know how
He locked his
Ecamm?
scenes. He's so smart. He locked himself out.
Look.
Yeah, look at that.
Doom, 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 doom. You're so stupid. You're so stupid.
Wow, it picks the other colors too.
boy,
That does
you
blue, or is it that it does blue or green?
Well, Ecamm does blue or green.
But not, it doesn't just like take any background out.
No, but purple is in the blue family-ish.
Right.
It's half blue. It's a.
But like, you know how like in Zoom, right? It just like, you can just cut yourself out, even though it like doesn't look great, but it does it.
Man, that's just whack.
But we can do blue or green.
Yeah, we do blue or green.
I love that.
I hope we never get that fake cutout. It's so.
It's
horrible.
weird.
It's so
weird. But I
horrible.
was on a Zoom call with someone who was calling from their car, and they did the cutout with the background, but it was like a bad photo of a house. So we were like, we know you're not there, but are you there? Like, it was like brilliant. Cause you know, sometimes you put the background and you're like, get this beautiful shot. It was like the ceiling, you know, it was just, it looked legitimate, but he was in his car. It was hilarious.
I'm like, why do people do that? Why does anybody think that is good in any way, shape, or form? It is trash.
Well,
It
they're going to be,
cracks-
they're new to Zoom being good, I think is the thing. That's why we're here.
Doing some dumb stuff over
Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
here. Rich, you sure you don't want to get green, Rich? Come on, you can do cool stuff. Oh my God. Send all your
That's
money
fun.
to me. I'll make sure Doc sends out the price. Shut up, June. Don't send June Jack. No, you cannot do requests for custom. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this
But that's
was
what the
gonna
green
happen.
is.
No. No, the reason why I had to pick some. Every colorway, I have a minimum. The reason why I'm doing a crowdfunding, so I'll just explain it. Every colorway has a minimum order of 2,000.
Ooh.
It is not cheap, but I want to keep the cost down. So I had to I had to just make some choices. And
So
at first,
2,000. So like, how many
wasn't
do we
gonna
all
do
need to
this.
buy? We all need to buy like 5 of each color.
Yeah, that'd be the best. This is so dope. I can be like, yeah, no.
That's
Wait.
pretty fun.
Roll up your guns and see your friends. I want it to, will to pretend. You know, I said you're self-assured. I know I get a dirty word. Hello. Sorry.
Unless you're making that the outro song.
Where the lights out? So funny. But no, I had to make some decision. I wasn't gonna do green. I was gonna do color blues, but I was getting in so much like back and forth trying to decide blues because blues has a lot of hues. And then so I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do green. And Aubrey and Flo was happy. So there's that. All right. Anyway, we're out of here. Stop making trouble. We'll see you guys soon. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you go over to Doc Merch and be ready. Here you go, Flo.
DJ
So
Doc
then
Rock.
we will make it good. And I'm not listening to AG because he wanted me to do Manchester City Blue, which is not happening. Thanks, Lou. You rock. Oh, I didn't make one of those fake outros. I only have this thing where she says to be ready to be ready.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of